I'm gonna love you.
Hey everyone, welcome to Coffee with Brian. Yeah, there's my coffee. Today I'm going to talk about a lot of tips and tricks and everyday items that you can use for your art. Whether that be spray paint art, whether that be acrylic, oil, watercolor, what have you. There's a big misconception, people just getting started, that they've got to go out and buy, just the most expensive stuff they can find. They equate the most expensive products to the best art. And that's, now in some cases, that is the instance. For instance, if you want ultra high quality paint, then you're going to have to get Golden or higher end Liquitex or Winsor Newton, something like that. But, with other items, that's not the case. Don't think that you got to go out and spend, $20, $30, $100 for this item when you can make it yourself or use something around your house. Well, that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to tell you some places you can get stuff. I'm going to show you items you can use that you may not have thought of. And, well, let's just get going with it. First off, I want to talk about canvas. Many of you probably already know that you can get economy canvas packs, Michaels, Hobby Lobby, Amazon, Jerry's Artorama, Dick Blick, just about anywhere. You can also get higher end canvas, same places, big deep gallery wraps, professional quality. And you can also get roll canvas and either get wood kits or, get a miter saw like I have in the garage and make your own frames and make your own canvas, stretch canvas. But there is another way. Hit your local Goodwills, hit your local thrift stores, hit your local, in the spring, summer, fall, hit your rummage sales, state sales, auctions. A lot of times you can find canvas that, people basically are just giving them away. Now with Goodwill, you want to hit them the first Saturday of each month. That's when everything in the store is 50% off. Doesn't matter what it is. So you go in there, and depending on your area, 9 times out of 10, people are not going in there on that day to look for canvas or frames or stuff like that. They're going in looking for glassware or electronics or clothes. Well, as an artist, this is when we can cash in right there. Hit that sucker on the first Saturday of the month, and, depending on your area again, they'll have a ton of frames. They'll have some canvas, different size canvas, Now, granted, it's been painted on, but, that's what gesso's for. That's what sandpaper's for, Paint over it. Reuse it, You're helping save the environment a little bit so it don't just get tossed out and in some landfill somewhere. Reuse that canvas. The frame, if you don't like it, if it's one of them, I'm sorry if you like these, but if it's one of them, in my opinion, god-awful gold elaborate frame, whatever, grab that sucker. If you do a little light sanding on it so the paint will adhere, then paint that frame whatever color you want. Or if it's wood, even better. Sand that puppy down, stain it whatever color you want, paint it, stain it, do what you want with it. And you can pick that frame up for, I'm going to give you an example right here. See this frame right here? Actually, this I picked up at a rummage sale. And it had I don't even remember the painting, but it had a painting in it. You know how much I got in this frame right here? 25 cents. That's right. This is wood. You can't break it. This is wood, Jack. 25 cents. And look at it. You can get a hanger right here. Then you have to put that on there. It's here. It's all put together. I took regular black spray paint, Rust-Oleum spray paint. I put 2 coats on this sucker. Look at that. Look at that glisten. 25 cents. Well, plus paint, so maybe another 25, 50 cents in paint. Under $1. You ain't getting no frame at Michael's or Hobby Lobby for no $1. So, you know, think outside the box. You can pick these up Goodwill, rummage sales, thrift stores, auctions, state sales, you know. 16 by 20. Very popular size. One behind me. Go right in there. And less than $1. Not bad, huh? I got a couple of these. I got a whole pile of them sitting out in the garage, different sizes that I picked up from rummage sales for $0.10, $0.25, 50 cents, $1. You know, even if you pay $1, $2, $5 for a frame, $5, you're still not gonna get no frame, a wood, solid wood, heavy duty frame at Michael's or Hobby Lobby for no $5. It ain't happening. So it's a good deal. Got to think about that. All right, now that's where you can pick up canvas and frames. You know, you got to think outside the box here. All right, now another good way to get them is to watch for sales. You know, every place has them, especially Michael's. Man, they're having a sale on something. Seems like every other day, and people always putting something on sale. Even your online places, Jerry's Artorama, Dick Blick, you know, even Amazon. They'll all have sales. Just keep your eyes open, you know. And as an artist, when you see these sales, even if you're maybe not working with that particular medium or that particular format right now, you know, you got to think ahead. You know, will I be working with that later? And if you can pick it up for pennies on the dollar, snatch that stuff up, Jack. That's what I do. You know, it don't eat nothing. It's not taking food off your table. Collect a little bit of dust. That's about it. Doesn't take up a whole lot of room. Well, unless it's canvas, then it will. But store it. And then when you do decide, I'm getting a little bit bored drawing or a little bored doing acrylic, whatever, I think I want to try this. Oh, I bought that a year ago. It's sitting on my shelf. I don't have to go buy it. Pick it up. You know, even if you don't need it right then, pick it up. You'll thank yourself later. Trust me. All right, now, everyday objects you can use. All right. First off, easel behind me here. This ain't actually an artist's easel. This is a display. I don't know what it's called. It's a display something. It's what they put them big boards on for like displaying sale ads or, you know, put out in front of their store to grab your attention. That's what it is. But these are adjustable, slide up and down. Now, no, it doesn't have the top hold down for your canvas, but you can adjust this thing up or down, and it's got these two here that you can adjust up or down. So it works pretty good for an easel. It's amazing for that. And they're selling them things for $2. $2. I got 2 more out in the garage. So, where you going to get an easel for $2? You ain't getting it. All right, something else. If you don't want to use an easel and you're doing especially acrylic flow, a lot of acrylic abstract stuff. Right here, Jack. You pick these up, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, you can even get them at Walmart. They just foam board. I don't know if you can see it. Foam board. They about maybe $1.50 a piece. I'm gonna tell you what, I have used this one for, I'll say it's about 2 years old. And if you look on the back, this was actually one. I was trying to do my airbrush. As you can tell, I was working on my lettering back here. This thing, it's still good. I got 3 of them, and I alternate them out, depending on if I got a flow drying or whatever. They're a little warped. It's getting about time to get some more. But, hey, $1.50, things lasted over 2-3 years now. Bad check. And it saves having to put out plastic over your table or whatever, you know. You get, this thing is, man, I don't know, I want to say it's about 22 by 28 probably. So if you're using a 16 by 20 canvas, 12 by 12, 11 by 14, it's perfect. Set it in there. The paint overflow, if you set some blocks under there, whatever, paint overflow, as you can tell, it dries on there. And you reuse it over and over. And you'll see every one of my videos I do a flow. I use these stupid things. And $1.50, I don't have to waste newspaper or plastic putting it out on my table. I don't have to worry about that. Right here. Pick them up, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, anywhere you want. They just, all it is foam poster board. That's all it is. And they work amazing. Alright, now, these have so many uses when it comes to art. Your paint does not dry in here. Now it will settle a little bit. You put your finger on that cap. Do that. Let that puppy sit for a while. So the air bubbles go away and stuff. And flow art right here. The big abstract I used, or the big abstract I did, the 4-panel, this right here is the metallic blue that I used. You just pop that cap off and you swipe. You can pool with this. You put names on stuff, write it with this. You can, a lot of abstract, you can do this. If you're doing acrylic flows with pours or cells, and you want to give it a little extra something, you know, you need a little bit contrasting color here or there, well, you got these. And as you can see, well, you can't see actually, so let me move it around here. See all them over there? I got about, what do I got over there? 2, 4, 6, 8. I got 9 colors over there that I can get at any time. So, and this is actually metallic. Those are just regular opaque. And then I've got, actually, you know what? Some of them are not opaque. Some of them are fluorescent. So, some of them are fluorescent. Some of them's opaque. And then I got metallic, because I love metallic blue. It's like the most amazing color in the world, I'm telling you, Jack. Anyway, pick those up, Walmart. I'm not sure if Hobby Lobby Michael's has it. Probably. Man, they got everything. I got that in Walmart. I want to say like 2 for $1, 89 cents. You know, Dollar Tree, dollar stores. I bet they got them too. You know, you can use them for a lot of stuff. You can even put your mediums in there. If you got a pouring medium, you got a gloss medium, you got a textured medium. I don't know how textured medium. I imagine textured medium would work. Just make sure you keep that lid on. There's so many uses for them. And they're cheap. Dirt cheap. And they last forever. So, there you go. Alright. Stirring. This is more for you flow artists out there. There. Popsicle sticks come in multiple different sizes. And you can reuse these. They're wood. Forever. You can reuse them forever. And I do. You're mixing your collars and stuff. You know, just, you really want them to dry before you go mixing another collar. But I'll go stick this in white right now. And ain't none of that coming off on it. So, you pick these up anywhere too. Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, offline, Amazon. You probably get about 5,000 of these off Amazon for like $2, $3. You know, they cheap. And now, there's also other uses for these. One flow that I did, I actually used this to drag through the paint to create effects. So this can be used to create texture and effect as well. Bunch of uses for these. And dirt cheap. Now, this is more for you spray paint artists. You can use it with acrylic. I have used it for acrylic when I do like landscaping. A lot of people have asked me how I do my tree leaves and stuff. That's it right here, Jack. I tear off a piece of this and That texture right there is perfect for foliage, leaves on trees. Well, not so much evergreen, pine trees, but regular trees, that's amazing. And if you're using it for acrylic, you can keep using this puppy over and over and over again. Wash it out real good, let it dry. Hey, it's good to go. I honestly don't remember where I got this. Probably Walmart, to be honest with you. And my cheap self, I bet you I didn't pay over $2 for this thing. And I've had it forever. As you can tell, I've been tearing off this thing forever. It used to be about that big. But I use it mainly for spray paint art. The bad thing is with spray paint art is you can't reuse it over and over and over again. You can kind of peel off the outer layer and partially use it again. But unlike acrylic, it doesn't do so good washing out spray paint, enamel spray paint out of your sponge. And you can't let it sit in turpentine like you do your brushes, because it'll just eat this sponge to nothing. It'll just basically dissolve in there. So, but they're cheap, $2, You don't have to have big fancy brushes. I mean, I have them. Sometimes I use them. You'll notice in my spray paint art especially, I'll use a fan brush for my evergreens, and for like doing water edges and stuff. But most of it right here, sponge jack, and you can pick them up anywhere. Just make sure it's porous. That way it gives you the effect that you've got gaps in your paint, gives you the effect of leaves. But that's it. Alright, now, this is for flow artists out there. If you're doing your flows, this is what I use right here. As you can tell, great value. I picked this stuff up at Walmart. They just styrofoam cups, small and large, depending on how much paint I'm putting in them. And you can reuse these. I just throw them away. Because, man, you get this for like $1 or $2 for, how many was it? 51 cups. I just noticed it. 51. Who does 51? This one's 20. Not kidding. 51. Who come up with that number? What executive or whatever at Walmart or wherever these was made was sitting around a board table and they said, hey, how many cups we need to put in that package? Oh, I don't know. How about 51? 50. What happened to 50 or I could even see 55 or 51. Where did 51 come from? Anyway, you pick them up cheap. You ain't got to have some fancy container to do this stuff. Pick them up dirt cheap right here. 51. I don't get that, man. This is going to bug me for hours. My OCD is kicking in hardcore right now. 51. Who does that? Stupid Walmart. Alright. Pallets. You do not have to have some big fancy wooden sticky thumb in pallet with all your paints and stuff. You don't have to have it. If you want it, good for you. You can have it. I have some. I'm going to tell you, they've been sitting, well, actually, they're right up there. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got about 6 of them up there. And, well, here, I'll show you. Y'all see them? Right here. A bunch of them up here. There's one stick thumb through. There's one still in package. There's plastic ones there. Man, I don't hardly ever use that. I don't tell you why. Because it's a pain in the butt. You put your collars on there, you get done your paint, you gotta go wash it off, scrub it off and all that. Right here. Now, these are a little more expensive because my wife gets them for, they're sturdier and they're microwave safe, so we use these so, we don't have to do that many dishes. Because I don't know about y'all, but I hate doing dishes, so here you go. But I also use these to put my paint on. And then the good thing is when I'm done, throw it away. Or wipe it clean, reuse it. Or if you've mixed a color that you're going to use again, and you're not done with your painting session, you take it, you saran wrap, cover this puppy up, put it in the refrigerator, and you come back 4 or 5 days, guess what? It ain't dried out. You can reuse your paint again with these. And you can also do that with like food storage containers. Just pop that lid on, stick it in the fridge. Man, it'd be good for weeks in there. And you don't have to worry about, wasting all your paint or whatever. This is an excellent idea for all yous out there that, are that don't like to waste paint. Right here. If you put too much on there and you can't get it back in the bottle, because you mixed it, put your little saran wrap over it, stick it in the fridge, you're good to go, Jack. You can reuse this a couple weeks later. Whenever. Doesn't matter. Cheap, too. You ain't got to have a big fancy wooden pallet thing. You don't have to have it. Who says you got to have it? You can use these. Alright, now. Aside from this, always keep an eye out for out of the ordinary things that you can use to improve your art experience. Like this right here. My wife picked this up, and I don't know what it was used for. I think you put like makeup thing. Is this anything on here? I don't even know. I think they put makeup things in there or something. You know what I use it for? Colored pencils. If I'm drawing, say I'm doing a portrait or something, I'll pre-pick out all the colors I'm going to use. And without having to go back and try to find them in the container, I'll put them in here. And it's got 4 tiers here. I'll even put my blending sticks. I'll put my colors. I put it all in here. And I can get to it. I can see it. It's nice and organized. And I think my wife gave like $1 for this at a rummage sale or Goodwill or somewhere. I don't know where she got it, but the thing's freaking amazing. I love it. So, again, thinking outside the box. Another thing, this right here. She come back with this one day. I don't know where she got it. She got it at Goodwill. Probably on that first Saturday of the month, 50% off. So she paid $1.50 for this. Got 3 drawers. Set it right on the end of your table. You can put brushes in there. You can put supplies in there. You can put anything you want in there. It's small. $1.50. You ain't gotta have some big fancy organizer. Pick that stuff up at a rummage sale or Goodwill. Because, you're an artist. It's just going to get messy. You're just going to get paint on it anyway. So why you got to have some fancy pants freaking organizer? If you want that and you got the money for it, hey, more power to you. It's starving artists for a reason, I ain't finna go buy no $100 organizer or nothing like that. Because I don't care. This $1.50, I'm happy. I'm happy. So, alright. I think I pretty much went over everything. I hope I kind of helped you, figure out a way to, where you don't have to go buy expensive stuff. Now, if you've got money, go get it, because I will tell you, there is, there's a sense of, I don't know if I want to use the word pride or because I have some stuff, and if you're an artist, you know what I'm talking about. You get certain types of paint or certain types of brushes that you can finally afford to get, and you just, well, I guess it is pride. You're proud, you've got them sitting there, and every now and then you'll just look up and you'll smile, oh, I finally got, and it does give you a sense of pride that you've managed to finally get those high-end golden paints or high-end Liquitex, or you've got those Grumbacher red sable brushes, or, you've got the Faber-Castell pencil set, which is my big baby there, and it does give you a little sense of pride. So, there's nothing wrong with going buying, expensive stuff. Treat yourself. If you've got the money, hey, spoil yourself. Treat yourself. You deserve it, Now, but with that being said, don't go out and bankrupt yourself and, you got a whole room full of, a couple $1,000s of art supplies and, whoops, what are we having for dinner? Don't go do that. That's a problem. But if you got the money, you've got disposable income, hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. Go buy it. Go treat yourself. Save up, put back $10, $15, $20 a month till you can afford to go buy Faber-Castell pencils, or you can afford the high-end golden paints or whatever, Work your way up to it, and when you get there, treat yourself, you deserve it. So anyway, I hope this helped you in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Looks like we're at about 25 minutes, so I might edit this thing down because I know y'all don't like sitting hearing me ramble for 25 minutes. So I'll cut it down a little bit. Anyway, I love y'all. Y'all be good to each other. And I'll bring you something again real soon. Thank you for watching, everyone. Remember, click on my goofy little mug down there to subscribe to my channel. Smash that like button to show me some love and support. And leave me comments down below in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about the video, what you'd like to see in the future, or just how your day's been. Doesn't matter. Just leave me a comment. And as always, folks, I love y'all. Thank you for showing your support. And I'll see you again real soon, folks.